All right, we're here live. Yay, happy Monday. How are you today? I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad I'm here too. By the way, my name is Lisa Long, and I'm the owner and founder of Yes, I Can with a Plan. And we do business coaching, personal development, and we also have a business building academy for people who like to do it on their own. So, welcome to today's live broadcast. And this is for business owners who want more sales. Who doesn't want more sales, right? Of course, part of the name of the game. And you want to have more profits because if you're not making profits, well, you're not going to be in business very long. So that wouldn't do you any good. So let's get you more sales and more profits and more time to enjoy what's really, really important to you. I'm pretty sure you did not decide to be a business owner to become a slave to your business because really you've just is the same as having a corporate job, but now you're the boss and they used to call it the chief cook and bottle washer. You're everything. It's all on your shoulders. So let's strategize and do things efficiently, effective, do it right and do it once. All right, let's rock and roll. So today we are discovering we always have a success alignment, get us in the right mindset because that can make or break us. And then we're going to talk about the one thing that determines your success or your failure. Now, if you nail this, you've got it. And I know there are a lot of businesses out there that have this nailed and they are rocking it. So stick with me here and let's make sure you're nailing it too. All right. So first thing, let's talk about success alignment because we can have the best marketing plan. We can have an unlimited budget, but if we don't have our mindset in the right place, we can sabotage everything every time. There are a lot of people out there, a lot of very intelligent business owners who never finished high school. So it's not so much about the intelligence or the book learning, and I don't mean these people are not intelligent, they're very intelligent, but I mean book learning. So it's not about that at all, but it is about the whether you say you can or you can't, you're always right. That kind of frame of mind. Okay. So I always like to start with success alignment and then get into something, whether it be marketing, more about the how to that you can take a tactical and strategic approach to really building your business. So start with success alignment. Couple of things here. I have actually a list of things. Start every day with peace and gratitude. Now, I know right here in the United States, this Thursday, we're celebrating Thanksgiving. So there's a lot going around on social media, what you're thankful for. So we do this one day out of 365 days. What if we gave thanks for what we have every single day? This is something that I choose to do. And I tell you, since I've been doing this, I am so much more at peace and calm, and I have more clarity. And it's interesting because I'm not rushing around. I get more accomplished in less time and really with less effort. Now, this may sound like a comic book because I go, how can you do that? But because when we're calm, when our mind is calm, it's just not jumbled up with all the things that we don't need. We don't have to sort through all the clutter to get to what we really, really need. And things just like I just did the whole PowerPoint presentation this morning, and it just came together nice and easy. It's something that would probably usually take me, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 hours in the past. Took me like half an hour, maybe. So it was really nice. And it's kind of a weird feeling too, because I'm like, I must not be doing enough. I think I'm being lazy. Oh no, because I'm not stressed. So kind of pretty nice. And How do you start your day with peace and gratitude? Well, one thing you can do is set it up the night before for success in that area, meaning, whatever it is for you. For me, I like to have a clean desk when I leave the office at night. Now, does that happen every single night? No. I wish I could say yes, but it doesn't happen every single night. And also for me, I like to have a clean kitchen. I like things organized and put away, the best possible. And especially with other people living in the house. but find out what really creates peace for you and then implement that. And also I like to journal. I literally write down every morning, what am I grateful for? And start the day with that. And we have so much to be thankful for. And if we acknowledge that, we get more to be thankful for. I really do believe that. All right. So also, especially as business owners, we can get so busy through the day and it's just so much compile on our shoulders. It's all on our shoulders, right? As the owner, when you have employees, a sales team, whatever is in your business, the day can really get away from us. It can feel like, the tail wagging the dog and you're just kind of getting pummeled through the day sometimes. Just stop, clear your mind, and literally shake your head. Just let it go. Just let it go. And it just really, and lift shoulders up to your ears and let them drop. Just let the tension go. Be aware of it and allow it to just melt away. Then again, this will help you get more accomplished with less effort and less time because we're getting rid of all that clutter that has come in through the day that's, kind of sabotaging your success or just getting in the way of you being able to implement what you really need to implement. So I do this periodically throughout the day. Just stop and just notice, am I holding tension? Where at? Let it go. What do I really need to be focused on that's really going to move the needle for my business? Okay, let's get focused there and stay focused there. And are there things that I can delegate to other people? Okay, then delegate those, get those off your plate. I know as business owners, I'm guilty of this. I will often just say, oh, I'll just do it. By the time I explain it to Janet or whoever, yeah, I could just have it done, but delegate it, get in that um, frame of mind and that habit of delegating more and more and more and more. Okay. Because as business owners, I know we take on more and more and more. We're going to delegate more. So stop throughout your day, clear your mind, give thanks again, take a deep breath and really feel it and just let everything go. You might be thinking, oh, I don't have time to do all that. It takes about 15 seconds and it can change your outcome. Really, it can. All right. So I invite you to do this and let me know how it goes for you. Okay. So let's get into what I call the how-to portion of today. There is one thing that I have noticed that will determine success or failure. And I know that if you nail this, you've really got it made. And you may have heard this before, but it is so true and it's worth being reminded of. It's consistency. Whatever we're doing, are we being consistent? There are days that you're like, oh, I don't feel like doing like this show. For example, I said that I would do it every Monday at 2:00 Eastern time. And it's kind of interesting because this morning when I was driving here to my office, which is really just another house 2 minutes up the street from where I live. That's kind of nice, but it still does involve a drive. And so driving to the office, and I had a flat tire. So that wasn't the best way to start. And then I get here, and you might hear chirping in the background. The smoke detector is chirping. And of course, it's in the section where the ceilings are like 14 feet tall. So I can't reach it even with a ladder. So it's chirping away. And I could have easily gone into the mindset, oh, I'm going to skip today, or it's okay if I do it late or anything. But that's not consistency. That's not what I promised to myself, but also to you. I said I would be here every Monday at 2 o'clock Eastern time, and here we are. So make the commitment to yourself, whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's to your children, to your clients, to you, your business, your employees, your salespeople, whatever it is. Because if we get into the habits that we have determine who we become. Okay. So let's make them good habits, of course. So let's talk about ways to make consistency easier, because it can be easy to get thrown off track. But whether you're doing your marketing plan, whether you're doing Facebook ads, whether you're doing live speaking or Facebook lives or meeting with people, whatever it is, set up a schedule and be consistent about it. And it'll help you move through those times when it does feel a little bit like you don't want to, or it's too difficult, or whatever might be going on. Okay. Hope that's helpful. So let's talk about ways to make it easier. Set the stage for success ahead of time, right? Get whatever it is you need to succeed at the task at hand. Get everything in place beforehand. Now, maybe like the day before, not 5 minutes before. So you're calm, you're enjoying it, you're thinking clearly, and give it 100%. I really like that saying, how you do anything is how you do everything. So do you give it 100%? Do you care? Do you really want to do your best, or do you just treat it like, oh, I have to do this? Okay? Because it will show in your results, in everything in your life. Again, how you do anything is how you do everything. So set the stage for success. And like I was talking earlier about, having like a clean desk or whatever it is for you, whether you're doing a podcast, newsletter, updating your website, live shows, Facebook ads, whatever it is, how you're getting your business out there and how are you getting clients, whatever that is, are you setting that stage for success ahead of time? Okay. Whether you're doing networking or online networking, are you setting it up so you maximize your efficiency there? So to give you an idea, stock up. Like I said earlier, get whatever you need, get it in place. Do you have ink? Do you have paper? All those kind of things. And I was talking with one company years ago, and they got upset because they ran out of ink. And I'm like, well, why don't you have ink on hand? I mean, this is kind of, ABC 1, 2, 3. And, if you're going to run out of ink, so always have the next supply available. So, sometimes it's little things like that can just make such a big difference. And to give you an idea of having success in place, setting the stage for success, kind of like, I've tried to do that diet a couple of times, Plant Paradox diet, and not lose weight, just, better energy and clarity, and thought it would just be healthy for me. I thought, so mine was, well, I'll just cut out everything that I'm not supposed to have. Pretty easy. I've left nothing that I could eat. So I learned the hard way, go to the store, get everything that the diet wants you to eat. It was kind of like plantains and I don't know what else, because there's just not that much. So I can only do it for a short time, but get everything that you need in place ahead of time. So that's the big lesson. And especially if you are trying to diet, do that because then you won't, crave foods and just start eating all the foods that you're not supposed to eat. All right. So another thing you can do to help consistency be easier for you is spend a few hours and prep. So what I mean by that is if you're planning a radio show or like a radio ad or a Facebook ad or um, anything that's going to be, well, even it can be a one-time thing. It can be something that you do on a consistent basis, like 20 different shows, whatever it might be. Spend a couple of hours and plan it all out. And you don't have to have word for word, of course, but get the main bullet points. You will be so glad you did this. Like for this, the Facebook Live that I'm doing now, I sat down and I did the first 10 shows. Okay. And then sit down, do the next 10 shows. And that way, I have the bullet points in place. Like I already have the bullet points in place for next show. So it's like, oh, that's off my shoulders. I don't have to worry about it. And it makes it just so much easier and a lot more fun to come back and do the next show. So whatever it is that you're working on, have it planned out. Have, at least 10, 10 of the ads, 10 of the shows, 10 of what your different angles in your offer, have those planned out. So you don't have to, rack your brain and, at the last minute, like, oh no, what am I going to do this time? And you don't get frazzled. Like I said, it's more fun. You're consistent. You get better results, which is the bottom line, right? Get better results. Okay. So, okay. And I did mention, if you're doing podcasts, live shows, newsletters, your marketing plan it out. Make it easy on yourself. You don't have to have the whole year planned out. Just plan out like the next 10 shows or whatever it is you're doing. Now, also, you don't have to do everything all at once. You can chunk it down into little, enjoyable, bite-sized pieces. Okay? For example, if you imagine, you can close your eyes unless you're driving. Imagine you're sitting down to your favorite Italian dinner. You have, maybe it's lasagna, and you have fresh garlic bread, and you have beautiful green garden salad there, and your favorite beverage, and you're just ready to dive in. Your mouth is watering. You can't wait to take that bite. And the waiter says, I'm glad you enjoy. Now you must eat the entire meal in one bite. Well, you can't do that. You can't even wrap your brain around, how do I do that? And it takes all the enjoyment out of it. And you're like, well, now I don't want it anymore, right? So we want to just chunk it down into little bite-sized enjoyable pieces. And this is exactly what I had to do when I was writing. I have a couple of books out. Anytime I've written a book, I have to, break it down into little bite-sized pieces. And each one of those pieces becomes a goal for maybe that day or that week, whatever it is. Now, if I get stuck again with just that piece, it means that it's still too big. So just take that piece and like, okay, what can I do within this piece? Maybe it's write the table of contents. Okay. What can I, if it feels too big, okay, what can I do to chunk that down? Okay. Maybe let's just figure out the first 3 chapters. Like, okay, see this little brain trick? Like, okay, I can do that. Just the first 3. And it doesn't have to be carved in stone. You can change it. That's why God invented pencils, right? With erasers. And of course, we have the computer. We can just, cut and paste and erase chunks. I write and write and write. And then a lot of times I go back and read it and go, what the heck? Delete. But it's okay. At least you're in motion. You're doing it. So chunk it down into bite-sized, enjoyable pieces consistently. Like do it every single day, because that way you're going to get momentum. Even if you take just small steps, but every single day, you'll win the race. It's enjoyable. It's doable. You will do it. I mean, you will win. You will succeed doing that. All right. Also, really important, I am so guilty of this. You've got to keep it simple. Keep it super simple. I love to get ideas. I get lots of ideas. My brain is very creative. And I'll get this, I can do this podcast. and then I'll have this, and then I'll do this, and I'll invite these people, and I'll have it all, worked out in my mind, and it's big, and it's like, and then it's just so big. And I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't even thought of the name of it yet. I don't have the channel, I don't have anything in place yet. So it's like, let's bring it home. Let's keep it simple. Let's just focus on the next step. And I like cognitively have to do this with several things I do. Like, okay, let's just bring it home, bring it back to what am I going to focus on right here, right now? And then when I need those bigger steps, I know they'll be available to me. But if we get too big and too, off in the future, and then we forget to do, okay, what we need to do today to even get it off the runway, it'll never happen because it's off in the future. So we've got to bring it into the present moment and do what you can right here, right now. Keep it super simple. Use the chunking down. Use this, spend a few hours every day and set the stage for success. Make sure you have in place like the day before, the night before, for the following day. Okay. So, and also one thing, I like to have a go-to folder for whatever it might be that I'm working on. For example, this is my Facebook Live videos folder. And I have all kinds, when I get a great idea, like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Of course, when it's not time to do the show or time to work on the show, but I'll just jot it down on a piece of paper and throw it in the folder. That works really great for me. If you like to keep notes on your computer, your phone, whatever it is, but have a folder for your projects. And then when you get that great idea, you can just write it down like, oh yeah, I can take care of that or incorporate that piece later on. And that way you don't lose it. And you don't have to like focus on it for an hour right there and then push other things that you really need to get done right now. They don't become, like stressful for you. Okay. So I hope that's helpful for you. I mean, just some fun things that I use. And I do know 100% the consistency is key. Okay. So let me know what you're working on, and are you being consistent? And if you need some help with that, let me know what you're trying to do. And anyways, we can have a conversation. All right. Speaking of, if you are wanting to get more clients, which I don't know any business that's not, if you want to have a chit chat about your business specifically, go to calllisalong.com. There's a questionnaire, a couple of questions just to help make our time the most effective, most efficient. And then you'll be taken to my calendar and you can jump on there and we'll just have a conversation and see, what you can do to get some more clients. It's complimentary. It's my thank you for being here on the show. And you might be thinking, well, why would I spend my time doing that? Well, to be honest with you, a lot of times when I talk with people and I point out some very simple, doable things that can double, triple their income, they want to hire me to help them implement it. So, which makes sense, right? So it's a win-win. No obligation, of course. But if you'd like to, like I said, if you'd like to have a talk, just go to calllisalong.com and we'll take it from there. I did not mention this earlier today, but one of the things that I like that gives me like a little thought jogger is my headlines bank. This is 450 of the most effective, like really good proven headlines that work there. And I use them for sometimes just thought joggers for what do I want my offer to be? What do I want my headline to be? What do I want my subheadline to be? And just to kind of get the creative juices flowing, because sometimes, we walk into a blank screen. It's like, I don't know. So if you feel that would be helpful for you, It is at a very special rate. It's only $9 instead of $149. And again, that's my thank you for being here on the show with me because it's fun, and it's just the $9 helps pay for the putting it together and stuff. And that is along with a bunch of other resources at yesicannwithaplan.com/live show. So we have all kinds of goodies over there. All right. So let's do a recap for today. We talked about alignment for success and your mindset for success. We talked about being consistent, and consistency equals success. We talked about some different ways that you can do that. And then I also gave you the special offer for the Headline Bank. And now next show, we're going to talk about the number one thing that will get you more sales. Now, every single client I talk to, whether they're working on their first 6-figure income or whether they're working on their 8-figure income, every single client can do this and get more clients. So you want to be here next Monday, 2:00 Eastern, because we're going to go through that step by step. I'm going to share that with you. It is the number one thing that will absolutely get you more clients. Does every single time I share it with my clients. So, and if you want something specific, let me know. Just go to yesicannwithaplan.com/live show. There's a place you can submit a form and say, hey, I would like some help with whatever it might be. Okay. All right. So I just want to say thank you for attending today's show. It was a lot of fun being here with you. I hope it was helpful for you. If it was, feel free to share it. Feel free to invite other people. Would love your comments. And you can get the replay and more details, like I said earlier, at the /live show. Yes, I can with aplan.com/live show. And there is a free video that I welcome you to grab for yourself. I invite you to grab that. It's so helpful. There really is a specific marketing structure that works every single time. And it's all explained on this video. And the video is called The 3 Biggest Lead Generation Mistakes Small Businesses Make and How to Overcome Them All. It's going to uncover a lot of myths for you that you might be thinking, why is getting clients so difficult? It really doesn't need to be. And sometimes if you incorporate the formula, not sometimes, but every time, if you incorporate the formula into the advertising you're already doing, you will increase your return on investment significantly. So, and that is at academy.yesicannwithaplan.com. Okay. All right. So again, if you'd like to have a talk and help you get more clients, go to calllisalong.com. And all of this will be on my website too. All right. So I think we have covered every single thing for today. So I am going to sign off here for today, and I hope you have a wonderful week and a happy Thanksgiving and happy Monday. All right. So thank you again for being here. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks. Bye for now.